author and women's empowerment coach. I'm here today to speak with you all just a little bit about a new program that we're launching full scale with Uncovering Your Power. And this program is a self-mastery program for women. It is a program meant to enable women who have dealt with traumatic relationships, abuse, whether that be emotional or physical, to empower you to start your new journey with support. All right, so oftentimes a lot of women, we have gone through experiences with abuse, and I built this program because I am a survivor of abuse. So this is something that I am very passionate about, and this is something that I have experience with. All right, we leave the abusive relationship and we decide, this is over for me. I'm moving on. I'm going to start a new life independent of any sort of toxic love. And that is an amazing first step. And so many of our family members, peers, anyone who might have witnessed, even sometimes health practitioners that have witnessed us go through this, they think, hey, all right, Nicole left the relationship. She's doing great. More often than not, they're not thinking about all the steps that it takes after starting on your own, after reclaiming and deciding that, hey, I am going to start a new life for myself. I am going to heal. I am going to empower myself. I'm going to go out and do this on my own. Sometimes there are a lot of us that grew up with abuse. There are a lot of us that were married to abuse. There are a lot of us where, we were with a high school sweetheart, and now 10 years later, we've decided that the life that we were living is not the life that we want to live anymore. We remove ourselves from the situation and say goodbye to the toxic relationship, but we don't consider everything that is to come after. All right, and what I'm talking about is some of us have never gotten our own first place. Some of us have never been financially independent and had to manage our finances on our own. Some of us have never had to work. Some of us have worked but never had to support an entire family. Some of us have never taken care of our families. Some are married, have children, and have never cared for their families on their own. And now not only do they have to heal themselves and figure out this new life, they have to take care of children, they have to find a place, pay the bills. That is a lot to deal with for someone who is coming out of a traumatic experience. And I know there are resources out there, there are ways to get ahead, but more often than not, for someone who's gone through abuse, a lot of us are going through this and feeling, shameful. We're not sharing this experience with others. A lot of people don't know what we're going through. We're applying for jobs, interviewing, starting new jobs, making new friends, and they don't know anything that we just went through 3, 6, 9 months, a year ago. It takes time to truly heal from this experience. I created Self-Mastery because I know all too well how lonely a journey rebuilding yourself after abuse can be. All right, I was someone who was married. I was married young. I moved on. But when I left that relationship and decided to start on my own, I'm living in an area I don't have any family. I don't have very many friends because most of my friends were our married friends, and there is sometimes a drift when you decide that this lifestyle is not for you anymore. Sometimes there are people that don't take the journey with you, that don't stick with you, and it's hurtful, it's hard. Some of us are going through this all by ourselves, and I remember what that was like. I remember what it was like to rebuild myself in an entirely new area. I didn't have any family members, no one there to support me. If I fall on my face, I fall on my face, and it's me that's got to pick me up. All right? And I was able to make it through, and I was able to make it through successfully, but there were a lot of steps, a lot of hurdles that I didn't anticipate that I had to work through. All right? Thankful to God, I was able to find success. And now as I look back, now as an author who has written a book, about uncovering your power, the guidebook to escaping physical and emotional abuse. I want to empower women. This is what I stand for. I am an empowerment coach, and I have built a life around empowering women to find their true selves, to find their purpose, to be financially independent and free, to know that you can make it through anything and you could be successful. You can go through the nastiest of situations and still be all right, still come out holding your crown. All right. So this is why we made self-mastery, because I see your potential, and I know sometimes we're not always dealt the best hands in life, you know? However, does that mean that you shouldn't experience the best? Does that mean that you shouldn't have the best job? Does that mean that you shouldn't be able to get the most, affordable place, the best place of your dreams? Does that mean that you shouldn't be able to learn how to budget and manage your finances in such a way that you can thrive and be independent and get the things that you want and eat the foods that you want, dress the way that you want? There are a lot of common things that all of us deserve access to. All right, but we just don't know how to get there. We don't always know how to get it. How can I get here to this level of success with all that I have going on and all that I've been through in the past and all that I was never taught as a young woman or as a child? I remember there was a time, and my sister told me, she gave me this advice, that you have to be your own mother in this situation, in this experience. You really have to nurture yourself. You have to bring yourself through. You have to teach and mold yourself. So my plea is, I don't think that women should have to do it all alone. If you're able to do it all alone, and there are many of us who have, that is amazing. But if you need some extra support, there's nothing wrong with that. All right? We're here to support you. Uncovering Your Power has built this program, Self-Mastery Academy, and it's self-mastery because we are not going to give our past any substance. All right? We are going to get through it and we are going to heal from it, but we are not going to let it define us. So we are going to be masters of this situation, masters of ourselves, and we are going to learn how to build a life that is successful, how to build a life that enables us to wake up every day and smile, to wake up every day and be taken care of without trauma, without drama, without pain. We are going to heal together. We are going to learn together. We are going to grow together. And this is a group where we shine. We are successful together. All right, so that's what self-mastery is all about. If you want to learn more, sign up for a 15-minute conversation with me. I would love to just chat with you a little bit more about what you can expect, how the program is structured, and just to answer any questions that you might have that might be holding you back, because I promise you, we are designing this as a program for every woman. We are making this accessible. We are making this fair. We are making this something that everyone can tap into. You can tap into the greatest you, and you don't have to pay $1 million to do it. You don't have to pay $1,000 to do it. All right? I want for every woman from every walk of life to be able to see her best self, as long as that's what you want.